The model described in this book saved my life. Here's the synopsis. I left a six-figure executive media position in 2007 to start a business. Wife, 2 kids, ages 4 and 6, and not much money in the bank. Grappling through more mistakes than I care to mention, and almost quitting in 2009, my wife and I hit our first $1 million in sales in 2011. By 2015, we just missed $10 million in sales. That same year, I wrote the first edition of this book, Content Inc., which detailed the exact business model we used to go from zero to millions in less than 5 years. More than 100,000 copies were sold in print, digital, and audio. Now here's the rest of the story. In June 2016, we sold our company, the Content Marketing Institute, or CMI, for a little less than $30 million to a $1 billion London-based events company. I stayed on for a bit and left at the end of 2017, then took a sabbatical for the entire calendar year of 2018. I flew to Sicily with my father, spent more time with my wife and my 2 boys than I ever had before, ran a couple half marathons, and barely looked at social media. It was, perhaps, the most perfect year of my life. The next year, I wrote a best-selling mystery novel. I made the decision to become a full-time novelist, focus more energy on our speech therapy nonprofit, the Orange Effect Foundation, and spend an increasing amount of time with my family before my 2 teenagers left for college. Then, COVID-19 hit particularly hard in the United States. I'm sure you know the story. Yes, there was death and sickness. There were also millions left without jobs or prospects. Whatever was the worst scenario you could think of, the world seemed to be smack dab in the middle of it. Then I received an email from a close friend who had just been downsized from her job. She wanted to know more about the Content Inc. model. 2 days later, another friend reached out. Then another. After a few months into the coronavirus pandemic, the Content Inc. model had seen a resurgence. Sales of this first edition book tripled in 2 months, and my old podcast downloads started to pick up even though I wasn't producing the podcast any longer. Now, how do I put this so I don't sound egotistical? This is just a business model. I'm not saving the world here. In this environment, though, I believe that the Content Inc. model could truly help people around the globe who were struggling to put food on the table. What if more people use the Content Inc. model to start amazing businesses and earn their own financial freedom? What if more small businesses currently fighting for survival could leverage the Content Inc. model not only to stay afloat, but to prosper? What if, even in large businesses, marketers could use this model to stay in business, to grow, and to employ more people? I shelved part 2 of the mystery novel and emailed my executive editor at McGraw-Hill. I wanted to finish the Content Inc. book. When I published the first version of Content Inc. in 2015, the process was only half completed. Now I can tell the rest of the story. I relaunched the Content Inc. podcast, developed an email newsletter for content entrepreneurs called The Tilt, and completely updated the Content Inc. model. I have had more than my share of breaks. I will never be concerned about money for me or for my kids, and it's an amazing feeling. I would like more people to have this opportunity, and I believe this book is the answer.